Divorce is about starting over, and you have to learn how to live again. The reason why I did this show was I just wanted people to see that they are not alone. I'm ready to share my story. The one thing that I don't have is love. This show is so needed. So many women have come up to me and have said thank you for sharing your story. I think I lost me.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I saw this video by Tasha K where she calls out Tia Mowry as she refers to her struggles and difficulty as a quote-unquote single mother as she tries to navigate parenting during the holiday season and what that means or what that looks like for her. And she went to Instagram to give some words of encouragement to all the other single mothers just like her. All right, so I want you guys to check out what Tasha K has to say about all of this.
Y'all be thinking I be too hard on Tia, but every time I try to be nice, she does some bush again. Like, seriously. And so I want to see if y'all can catch this. So Tia puts up an Instagram post. Happy holidays from my family to yours, says Tia. Now, you know she divorced from Cory Hadrick, or whatever his last name is, okay? Co-parenting during the holidays is a journey. One that's filled with mixed emotions. It's different. Yes, it can feel challenging and even lonely at times, especially when you're adjusting to a new family dynamic. But over time, I found the beauty in it. It's an opportunity for my kids to build meaningful relationships with both parents. And she says, with both parents. And for me, it creates space for self-discovery, healing, and rejuvenation. I'll admit, as a single mom, I sometimes feel the weight because our family doesn't look like others. But you know what? It's okay. Different doesn't mean less than. The most important thing is the traditions alive, keeping the traditions alive for my family. But no matter how it looks, we are still family. To anyone navigating co-parenting or a new chapter in this holiday season, know that you're not alone. There's a joy to be found even in the transitions. Let's keep those special moments for our kids, and no matter what. Did you hear what I heard? There was a term that she used that I got real irritated with. And you know why? Because I was raised by a single mom. I didn't meet my daddy till I was 12, 13. My mama couldn't drop me off at my daddy's house. I had a stepdaddy. But when she put him out the house, we damn sure couldn't go stay with him because he had a new one up in there. So we weren't going up over there because she didn't want that lady around her children. And she already had told my daddy, my stepdaddy, if that bitch around my kids, we gonna have a problem. So he just opted not to have us over there. You understand what I'm saying? But when you say that you a single mom, I'm like, no, baby. You using that term way too loosely, and I hate that y'all did not get in her ass when she tried to use it. How you go from co-parenting to being a single mom? You not a single mom. And the last time I checked, you asked for a divorce. The man didn't want to go nowhere. She's not a single mom. She's a divorced mom. That's her baby daddy. She want a break. She want a break. She can drop him off. He can come over. They live down the street. Stop.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
It's a slap in the face to refer to yourself who is a divorced woman with an active ex-husband / the father to you all's children who's still around. And he was in a picture with family on the holidays. He is looking for some type of sympathy from others, but it's very confusing when Tia's the one who filed for divorce from her husband. She was graduating because she didn't feel as though the marriage was serving her anymore, right?
My marriage was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum. At the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation. There's a celebration.
Don't say anything. But that shit there,
it was irreconcilable differences, which was cited as the reason for the divorce filing. It's just very self-centered, coming online in this public outcry and wanting to take everyone along on this divorce journey with her, which is, this is her prerogative, but not admitting that, you know what, I jumped the gun on things. I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side.
I've always wanted the family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household. And when you're dropping your kids off, you actually visually see how that is no longer.
In my opinion, to leave your husband when it's no allegations of abuse, no allegations of infidelity, no allegations of any funny business with the money, but because you've been with this man all of your adult life, and basically you just wanted to see what else was out there. That's all that I can conclude and speculate as far as a lot of her public, interviews and a lot of the things that she's been saying out of her mouth. Wanted to see what else was out there for her, and consequences that she broke her family up. That is the consequence. She put her own selfish motives, her own personal feelings above the greater good of the family. It's very sad to see women being this selfish and then, wanting to play the single mother game, the single mother card, because she wants to resonate with her audience. But the reality is that not all of the women have the type of support that you have. And you're still playing in a lot of your supporters' face. Really sad to see her constantly utilizing and using her audience to gain brownie points, when at the end of the day, she initiated these issues and really led this whole downward spiral of her relationship. I don't know all the details between the two of them, but if a man was that bad, you would not have him all up in the pictures together with you, two of you all's children together. He could not have been that bad of a guy. And in my personal opinion, she wanted to have her cake and eat it too. Kudos for Cory, and for them to still be able to come together. But in my opinion, I just think she would have rather run the streets instead of wanting to be with her husband for the long haul. And unfortunately for women like Tia, they find themselves regretting the choices they made or the ways they showed up or didn't show up in their marriages. But it's too late at that point, and there's nothing that they can do. The public humiliation that she has brought to her ex-husband, he has been silent for the entire time. Only until recently, he didn't even say anything specifically about Tia. He just talked about how for the last year or so, when he was on that press run for that movie he did with Tyler Perry, it was the first time we have ever really heard him give any type of potential insight. And he didn't say anything direct about, the divorce or anything like that.
When it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands, and, no one's there for you. And it's just like, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough. He's strong, but it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. Nobody see that. Yeah. Nobody see that. Yeah. You live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Cory Harder know that his kids and his family was everything to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm stronger than I thought I was.
He had a moment where he could celebrate himself despite all of the public humiliation and speculation because of Tia and the divorce. Because whether it was him, filing for the divorce or her, know that it still impacts everyone. It impacts all parties involved, especially the children. I don't think there's anything wrong with giving an uplifting and positive message, but I'm on Tasha's side about this. It comes down to her trying to gain some type of pity from single mothers, when in fact she's not a single mother. She is a divorced woman who has the love and support of her ex-husband, even after she's publicly embarrassed and humiliated him.
Mother being very involved, the co-parenting side of it, and trying to make sure that you both are still in the same lane of raising your children to the best of your ability. How has it been adapting to that and continuing to do such a good job as y'all are?
Everything is about the kids, their well-being, their future
and just co-parenting, you know what I'm saying? And keeping it still a family and keeping it love-based. You know, still keeping God first at the center of everything and just walking with love, man. That's all it's about. You know, I wish her the best with everything, and that's unconditional for me.
And we have seen countless videos of women online. You can go on any platform, and women are constantly talking about how it couldn't even get a Christmas gift out of the quote unquote sperm donor for their children. This is what they'll say. My baby daddy won't show up. My baby daddy's this and that.
I got into a bad argument with my baby dad. I told him this year I'm low on funds and the kids want gifts for Christmas. All I asked him if he could buy the kids a bike because that's what they really want for Christmas. And he gonna tell me he just had a baby and his new baby is more important than my kids. Like, I'm not asking him to buy my kids everything under the sun. Just help me out a little bit, like, you know, like a father should. Because I've been covering everything. School, food, clothes, shoes, bills. And now you can't even pitch in for gifts. Like, they your kids too.
If your baby daddy didn't get your kids anything for Christmas, if he didn't even call his kids for Christmas, you're not alone. I'm right here with you, bestie. But it's okay because I know that God saw all of our baby daddies having a Merry Christmas with their new supply while they don't even call and ask about their kids.
Foolish, and it is not wise of women abruptly leave a marriage because they are quote unquote unhappy or they cannot have their way. I can speak to the realities that in a marriage, everything is not going to always be perfect and things are not going to always go your way or the way you think things are supposed to go. We build grit and you can really build character in your marriage. I'm talking about things that could be a strength, not just tolerating anything, to roll with certain types of trials, certain types of challenges, certain types of struggles, because you're not going to be up all the time. The only way that you're going to know the strength of your marriage sometimes if you go through certain things. And I'm not saying that it has to be anything that you did or that your husband did. You can't just only want to be in a marriage when it's quote unquote up or when you perceive everything to be in a right place. Because if you live long enough and you stay married long enough, it's not going to be. And again, I'm not saying women should stay in marriages for extensive periods of time and they are being abused, manipulated, or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't think men should be in marriages where they are being treated poorly, disrespected, so on and so forth. But I just think that to just throw your marriage away because of your own selfishness, you know, I think that that's not okay. But on the other hand, you know that you're not going to be respectful to your husband and you know that it's just too much. I don't know. Maybe it is something to consider. Instead of being with a man that you're going to continue to disrespect and being with a man that you're not willing to try to make an effort. I want to read a couple of comments from Tasha K's post. One here says, let Tia identify as a single mom in peace. And then someone here says, am I missing something? Didn't she leave him? If so, that was her choice. And then here someone says, I love Tia, but I completely agree with Tasha. And then the sad part is that she left a good man so she can live out her 20s at 50. And then another person here says she is definitely not a single mom. And then here someone says, Tasha, I'm glad you got her together. Somebody says, Cory, come get your wife. Someone here says, yes, single mom and single woman are two very different things. Co-parenting takes the single mom, single dad out the equation. To say, but let me know what you all think about this discussion down in the comment sections. Until the next video, peace, y'all.
But I told Tia that there was nothing outside at all. When she decided to divorce her husband for no reason, she wanted to cheat, but didn't want to cheat. I got bored. She was like, I'm 40. There's got to be something better outside. But then guess what? Go ahead, Tia.
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God.
For a single woman.
Shot of tequila? No. No,
from what I hear, it is tough.
It is very tough, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. Someone had told me, and I wanted to be like, no, I disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. My last relationship, when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. It's no longer, present.
Want something new? You don't know what that man is doing behind the scenes being a man. Cory did not want to sign those papers. Cory said, take your ass in the guest room and lay down. Okay. That part.
Tia Mowry revealed that her ex-husband was her first everything. Apparently, she did not date before him, and when they got together, he took her V-card. Look at these comments. Why somebody said Tia needs one night with Kevin Gates, and 9,671 people agreed, including me. What I think happened, this is my opinion, because he was her first everything and she got married to him, she probably had regret and felt like she settled, and maybe that's why they ended the relationship. But girl, if he's your first everything, you've never been with any other man, you have beautiful children together, her ass should have just stayed. If he's not beating you behind, it's not an abusive relationship. If he didn't cheat, she might as well have just stayed with him, because girl, what?
You are so damn hard-headed. I wish I could just, you made me just want to, damn, your head's so damn hard. You're so ignorant. For what? For what?